Surplus funds are dead. Just kidding, they're not really dead. I'm just trying to get your attention. But now that I have your attention, I want to talk about some of the negative sides of surplus funds. You guys know I love surplus funds. I have a whole company called surplusfund.com. Obviously, I'm a little biased, but I would be untruthful and I would be out of integrity if I did not tell you that there are some downsides to surplus funds that you need to be aware of either before you jump into it or as soon as possible. With that being said, what is the number one downside? And that is the unfortunate side that there are a lot of scammers in the surplus fund industry. And that's quite frankly why I started the company. You know, when I started the company, people, what they would do is they would call someone, let's say they're owed $100,000. This person just went through foreclosure. They're living in their mom's basement. And their whole family is at the edge of collapse. And what these people would do is they would call them and they would say, look, we think you could be, even though they know they're owed $100,000, we think you could be owed some money. And they said, but we don't know how much, so how about we pay you $1,000? You assign the rights of it to us, and then we'll go and collect the money, and hopefully we'll make some money. Lying to the person, even though they know they're owed $100,000, they would pay them $1,000, collect the money, and collect $100,000, and not give the person anything other than $1,000. Which to me is just like very immoral and like definitely not okay. And so that was part of the reason why I started this company, was because I was like, dude, the only way to stop that, the only way to take care of the darkness is to shine a light on the darkness. And how do you do that? You build a community of surplus warriors, of people like you, like me, that want to make a difference in your own life by helping others, not by taking advantage of others, but by making a positive impact. Moral of the story is there are scammers, they still exist. Proportionally, they're a lot less than they used to be, just because there's so many people now doing this business because of myself and the efforts that my company's pushed forward, and very proud of my team for everything that they've done. Unfortunately, there are some people that have been scammed in the past that, you know, still have a little bit of, you know, maybe hard feelings about surplus funds. You'll see news articles, you'll see that. Don't let it bother you. It's not you. You are doing the right thing. Assuming you're doing what we're teaching, you're doing the right thing. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is that state officials don't like us. Now, specifically, they don't like me, okay, because I am taking money from the state government that they're hiding from American people, and we're giving it back to the people that need it. You know, if you don't know, the state governments, they're holding on to this money, and they get to collect interest as tax revenue on this money. So they're actually literally incentivized to not give back the money that's owed to regular human beings. And that's why 1 out of 10 Americans is owed money. There's so many people that are owed money. Literally people like Kevin Hart, the comedian, is owed money. Elon Musk is owed money. President Donald Trump is owed money from the government. Like, go figure that one out. How is the former president of the United States of America owed money from the government? The only reason to explain that is because they're incentivized to keep the money to collect the tax revenue. So unfortunately, people like us, we're trying to remove that money from the government and give it back to people that owe the money. And by doing that, we're taking that tax revenue away, that interest that they'd be getting. Obviously, they don't like people like us, but don't let that bother you, okay? Sometimes people that are starting off with surplus funds, they'll have a conversation with some of these state officials, and, you know, state officials will be like, oh, you know, you're scamming people, da-da-da-da, and they'll take that personally. When in reality, the government is actually scamming people because they're making money off the people's money. It's the giant mess. It doesn't make any sense. Number three. Most people quit before getting to their dream. This is the biggest knock I hear on surplus funds all the time, which is, it did not work for me. And here's something I want you to think about. If I asked you right now what 2 plus 2 is, what's the answer? The answer is 4, okay? There is no debate, right? There's no debate of what the answer is, okay? By the way, we have an entire crew of people here. If I asked each of them what 2 plus 2 was, I would certainly hope that they would all say the number 4. And if they did not, I would genuinely question some things about this crew, okay, who I love dearly. They're awesome. But I say this to you because surplus funds is a simple math equation. Make contacts, you make X amount of contact, you make Y amount of offers to work with you, you get Z results. That's literally it. That's all it takes. It's just a math equation. Now, the reason why it's X, Y, and Z and not clear numbers is because your skill set might be a little bit different. But it doesn't mean it doesn't work for you, okay? This works for everyone. We've had people come in that literally can barely speak English and are doing this successfully. Because what do? They find a workaround. Okay? So instead of saying, oh, this isn't going to work for me, I need to quit, or giving up on your dreams, listen, never quit on your dreams. Never give up on the life and the goals that you want to live, because at the end of the day, that's all you have, right? All you have in this world is the faith that you put forward, and whether that be in your goals, in your spiritual side of your life, with your family, whatever it is, at the end of the day, all you have is faith, and you have to continue to have that faith. To give up on that because simply it gets hard, then you don't deserve the results. And I want you guys to have the results that you have set out for yourself. So do not quit before getting to your dreams, okay? So that being said, again, I love surplus funds. You guys know I was exaggerating on the hook. Hopefully you love surplus funds too. because it truly is one of the very few business models available now for anyone to start with very low capital to invest, where you're genuinely helping people and you can make life-changing amounts of money for yourself. So with that being said, if you do like surplus funds, you want to learn more about it, click subscribe, click the notification bell, and check out our new surplus fund videos as they come out, and I will see you on the next video.